get you big witch. Nanas kumon. Ano chikisigaw. O tao inaw hit pimatson. Tiapit tawa pa tamak. Kago si tamago ha kikatawas ni umaski. Ano ninaitihan. Kakiwapin tagok. Pitak sini ka sa mina. Niwats. Sagumande. Slowly kiyahan. Utara to inda ko ni kutak airtight. Piatigi himaga. Ando tu pos ko pa isiki. Ni hiyon maga to utak inda ko ni. Apa mo chisi ano mengo. Moi kaya stitui. Kap maciuhan. Kiga cuman stum tanaw ni anu sapaski. Agi pispuit yan kantos kaman. Ako na ohe kagis moski. Ita tan skutapan nawak. Kagi masugun tatsik. Ita kagi asaw na matutsik. Matson itamina kagi nanas kumato yo tawe mawa eti kagi machu to kumaski kagi kanawita tato aski utagi nakskutado to ano chigwa kaya sigunan he iwan ichigati wa peiskuti pa sa minaywa Inugusta ko kakaway, tapigibit ako. Itas tau gapo wakiwak, tutsapanim nawak, ano sigap matson kaway, natamagoy ako. Tato ski, kapigihugiwak. Ito ako musumak. Pego nawak musum nawak, magamog ski tinantanti, nantauti. Ayawak. Tato aski taksnak. Magamawi ako titi wag mo semua. Mawi ka puti. Tinagskawato. Matsaka misuwi pam natupay wak mana. Tagoy mo si ito itaksi. Ipigyo ito. Piyak pisin pumiyag tagiyo katguya ko. Tutsapanin mo ako. I like to tell you in this second language, I speak Cree. I originally come from northern Alberta. I've been traveling in the last 35 years in seeking for the sacred sites of our ancestors. When I was given this, I did not ask for this job, to do this, to find each area where I would be led on the sacred sites, and then bring in the staff that I carried, and fast in each one of them, and to ask the ancestors to reopen, and that we will bring their great-grandchildren home to them. They have intervened, our ancestors, on our behalf. It is not the recent grandfathers, but maybe over 500 years ago of those ancestors that has intervened on our behalf, because so much of it is gone. And those places, especially children and some people that are here, of young people, when they go to these grounds, they'll be guided by the grandfathers, how to approach and how to protect their children and how to bring them back into their lives, their peace, and find themselves. in this place. I have been here the last 7 years. I brought quite a few people here for fasting, young people. And brought them in Wisconsin the same way, another sacred site. And then in the eastern part, it's Standing Rocks in Massachusetts. I had gone to the ruins in Arizona, where the 7 tribes used to congregate. In Colorado Springs. I have traveled across the United States, pretty well the 50th states, in different areas, laying my offerings, doing a fast, sometimes 2 days, and moving to the next one, and in hopes within the regions or territories that our people in those places will be led to those places that they will return and find the grandfathers in some point in time. When I say our grandfathers come and visit us once a year, they are released from the spirit world every year. They have arrived for hundreds of years, but when they come, they don't see no grandchildren that they come to see and visit it. For what they have left us behind is a place that they hope to meet us like they used to meet their grandfathers. When they realize that almost our way has been gone, and realize that we were left, many of us, orphaned grandchildren, that some of us, we didn't have time to be able to have teachings from our grandfathers. Some of us were incarcerated in the residential schools. Our fathers, who became our grandfathers, were there before me, and some after I was there. I survived the 9 years, and I retained my language over a lot of beatings, but I finally made it out of there. But I cannot stay within that path as the elders helped me to bring me in some sacred sites that they developed over the years and brought me to do my healing for a while, and then I finally let it go. But now that I have traveled, because I see our children, I see our grandchildren who are seeking and looking for something that is great. They want to know who they are. They want to know what purpose in life and who they are. They want to find the greatest gift and the greatest medicine of all time. They want to find that medicine of kindness, the medicine of gentleness, the medicine of tenderness. They want to find the embracement. They want to hear what once they heard, the heart and the warmth and your heartbeat. They want to be able to hear you laugh and smile. For those children have rights. for all of our children, we forget that they have rights to everything else. That we should be able to protect those rights like our forefathers protect our rights. We should be able to protect the rights of the elders, to care for them, to be gentle with them like the young ones. We should be able, as warriors, to be able to gather for those who are seeking that one medicine. And many of them in their age, as they go, young men and young women, are also looking and searching their purpose, what they carry. They want to know why they're here. They want to know who they are. But especially, most of all, they're looking. They want to draw an attention to remind us they're here. Since we cannot hear their cries, since we cannot hear them talking to us, they call us silently. And they draw our attention. And the way that we could hear them is by them offering their life to us, by calling their suicides, by hanging themselves to let us know they're seeking for care, the medicine of care. The medicine of care so that they can pass that on, so that they can pass the kindness the young ones seek for, the care that would go with it. They want the guidance. They want us to share with them. But a lot of us do not know how sacred that we got something great in our lives. As we know, the greatest thing that we carry, why our elders tell us, be proud of who you are. For you carry something very great and very sacred. You carry the blood of your ancestors flows through your veins. The sacred blood of our ancestors that you carry. And that has been passed down. Now it's your turn to carry it. And you carry that blood of our ancestors. Remember, it is that sacred blood. It is how now that we have to go and we understand that. How we have to clean. How we have to let go of things that polluted the bloodstreams in ourselves. So that is why we have to share good things to our young people and to each other. Be kind, to care, and share good things that are not harmful to each other or to someone else. Fourth medicine that everyone seeks for is a real hard one. It's the truth. To be able to be honest and to be able in that caring way, your truth to others and to all people. Those were the ways of our people, what we used to call the Indian way of life. who carried and know the four principles of life. And with those four principles of life, they were able to care for their waters, they were care for their animal life, they cared for everything of the Creator's creation. They were gentle when they took life of an animal that shared his life to them, sustained them. They respected the fish in the water. They respected the waters, the water of life. They cared, they make their offerings. When they come in the fall, when we call the Spirit Month in October is the Ancestors Month, who come to visit. And their spirit, and now all are dressed, getting ready for the arrival of our ancestors. Even the trees now are putting their regalia when they arrive on the first. That is why we have the memorial ceremony of those we might have lost a year ago, but we have not made our offerings to our ancestors. That we should include them. And maybe someday, this is where we will meet them in the large ceremony of our offering with the ancestors, where they come to meet us and know that they could guide us, they can protect those rights that they left us, so that they would care for what they have left us in this little reservation of North America. Our grandfathers and their grandfathers before them never sold this land. They maintained it for us, and they allowed for the future, that our lives of the future will not be as hard or as harsh as the life in them days that they walked on. That they would be able, with the Creator's gifts, maybe find a way to discover those to use them, so that their life would be easier, so that their grandchildren in the future may sleep in a warm place, that they wouldn't have to sleep in tents in the wintertime, that maybe within that find someone who will help them to develop the Creator's gifts. I would share